Hello everybody, my name is Maj Kaisar, and this is going to be vlog number 3. It is a sequel to the last vlog. This is Sleeping Habits number 2. And in this vlogging series, I am authoring a book about how to become an energy monster. And this intro will get quicker and quicker as the vlogs go by. But being an energy monster, it is learning how to manage your energy and create your own reality. And this is the tools to program your biological self into being whatever you want to be. If you want to be successful, do better things for your family, make yourself happy, get rid of your depression, to improve upon your life. This is how to do it. And I am starting from the lowest of the lows and going to the highest of the highs. And if I accomplish that in this vlogging series and I show the results for myself as evidence, then that means this system works. And if I can do it, you can do it, because I am just as human as any of you. And in the previous video, I gave some of the explanations for the tips on how to use the tools to your advantage. So in each video going forward, I keep doing these little summaries of what I have talked about previously, and you can go back and watch older vlogs if you wish, but I will keep summarizing those and moving forward and adding more to the discussion as far as what those tips are. And I'll do it on different platforms too, other than the vlogs, but this is my first gesture that I'm putting out there to try to get some of these ideas out there, and if you can improve your life, fantastic. Anyways, the way I start this off with the lessons is there's a few things that you need. I wish you to at least contemplate and acknowledge. So the first thing is life is energy. You want to create your own life and make it work the way you want it to work? Life is energy. With that energy, you create it, you harness it, and then you can move it. If you can do those 3 things, you become what I like to frame as, that I've heard, is an energy monster. And being an energy monster is equivalent to great individuals, let's say like a Barack Obama, a Teddy Roosevelt, a Elon Musk. Think of whoever you idolize in that domain in terms of people you view as great people. Not whether you like them or not, but if they are energy monsters. This is how you become that. The way you do it is you program yourself using your biological instincts that we all have, and a lot of people are not fully aware of them, but once you are aware of your biological instincts, you can learn to use them to your advantage and program your own self to create, harness, and move that energy to become that energy monster. So in the previous one, there is a little bit of discussion that we had about energy creation. That's step 1 of the 3. So we are in the energy creation stage, and we're talking about the 2 components of that. For creating energy, you input energy and you output energy. For your output, all you need to do, first of all, in the most simplified version of it, have a career, have a job. And I don't care if you're door dashing for 1 hour a week or working part-time or have a great career going. Just have a job. Have an opportunity. The second thing is your input. Your input is your mental and physical health. The last video I talked about sleep. So we are going to continue talking about physical health first and foremost. With your physical health, it comes down to, last video I said 4 things. I'll add a 5th. It is your sleep habits, your drug habits, your diet, your exercise. The 5th, I'm just going to say other, because there's other components to health, but the most simplified version is the first 4. Again, sleep, your drug habits, your diet, your exercise. And I talked about sleep systems. And I put out there too, the main tools you can use to develop these routines, these systems, these habits with your biological instincts is to know, first of all, we're very programmable. Humans can adapt and create habits. Number 2, you can reframe anything. Whether some people would call it mental gymnastics, some people would call it reframing, but you can figure out how to look at something in a positive way or look at something in a different way that moves you directionally in the way that you want to do. And the next thing is having systems and goals. So systems, it's really just another word for your routine. Your goal is your end outcome. People focus on the end outcome as opposed to the routine. So they shoot for the stars, you don't hit it, you fall off. It's because you didn't have a routine. We make these changes and we get to where we want to be by making daily routines and daily adjustments. If you can do that and follow a process, you will achieve what you are looking to in that goal. So last video I talked about sleep, and this is the continuation of that. And this is the main core concept of sleep. And this is the end of talking about that input. So that is the first of 5 inputs to creating energy. It's the first 5 of half of what it is to create your energy. So I talked a little bit about my system. I introduced some of those ideas. And in this, I'm going to talk about 10 different ways that you can form your habit, form your routine using your biological instincts, and how to reframe these in a way that gets you to do the end goal. So how do you sleep better? I'm giving you 10 different ways to help you sleep better and get up in the morning. So my end goals are to go to bed at fall asleep at around 9:30 to 10 p.m. I want to wake up anytime between 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. Either way, I view both sides as accomplishments. If I fall asleep at, let's say, 10 p.m., and I'm able to wake up at 4 a.m., because some people only need 6 hours. If you need 8 hours, you can wake up at 6 a.m. Whatever works for you, whatever reality you're trying to create that works better for you, do. Just set your times, though. So I'm doing this right now, and I'm making my schedule for myself. Taking a piece of paper, do this with me. Write down sleep, and then write down your times. I'm going to go to bed, we'll just say 10 p.m., and wake up at 6 p.m. Okay? 10 p.m., 6 p.m. You can do it for yourself, whatever works for you. To fall asleep, there's 10 habits. There's 2 that I'm going to talk about, but we'll go further into these topics a different time. The first one, you need to exercise. If you exercise during the day, I don't care if it's the littlest thing that you do. If you walk down to your mailbox or if you take a 5-minute walk, I don't care. Just do something and frame it as exercise. If you walk to your car, exercise. During lunch, if you take a 5-minute walk, you are fine. Just do something and frame it as your exercise. It could be small. You don't have to go to the gym. It can be something small. The second thing is do something productive regarding your career. So if you worked that day, you did it. That's all you had to do. And if you're at home, you have the day off, and you just do something small, even if it's just like, hey, I'm going to go wash a dish. Hey, I'm going to go vacuum. Just do something. One thing. It doesn't have to be anything massive. Just do one thing. Be a little bit productive, because the first frame I'm going to introduce to you is when you're laying in bed and you can't fall asleep. I want you to ask yourself, did I do everything today that I could have? Did I do everything today that I could have? Did I accomplish something today? Did I live a day full of energy? Did I do something? Because if you're laying there and you're like, man, I didn't really do anything. I went home. I barely worked. I felt lazy all day and I just did nothing. You're going to lay up at night thinking, why did I waste today? Do you want to waste today? I don't think so. Just do something. It doesn't have to be anything massive. Just little things. Anyways, number 3, take a shower before bed. I like to take my shower about 2 hours before bed. Whatever works for you, just get in the routine, take a nightly shower. If you take a shower, you will sleep better. And just use this reframe, I will sleep better with a warm, relaxing shower. I will sleep better with a warm, relaxing shower. That's number 3. Number 4, hygiene. Be in the routine of brushing your teeth, of doing whatever you think is better for your hygiene. It'll help you sleep better. And use this frame. People will like me more if I brush my teeth. People will like me more if I take a shower. People will like me more if I smell better. People will like me more if I take care of myself. That'll help you fall asleep. If you take a relaxing shower because you exercised during the day, you worked, you earned it. Take a warm, relaxing shower. And then brush your teeth. You will fall better asleep knowing you took that shower, you worked, you did a little exercise, and then you brush your teeth. You're good to go. You will do better. The next, pajamas. Put on your pajamas. Why? Because you will be more comfortable. Some people will just go to bed just however they want, wearing whatever they want. Just put on your pajamas. Why? You'll be more comfortable. You'll be more relaxed. You'll fall asleep better. And I know these are all simple stuff, but it works. A lot of people, when they have their system totally out of whack, they will not be able to fall asleep. This is the system. Number 6, go to bed at the same time every day. Don't focus on the goal. Focus on the system. The goal is to fall asleep at the same time every day, but you're not going to accomplish that right away. Most people, if you watch this video, you're going to say, okay, I want to go to bed at 10 p.m. every single day or whatever time you choose. And then maybe you'll be up until midnight, 1 a.m. I can't fall asleep. I can't do it. Frame it as long as I lay in bed at the same time every day, I accomplished it. I did it. Use that reframe. I accomplished my sleeping routine by laying in bed. And I did it. The next thing, no electronics, is supposed to be the end goal of the routine. You're not supposed to have any sort of electronics, whether that be the TV on or phone in hand watching YouTube or Netflix or whatever. That is going to hurt you from falling asleep. Now, most of you watching know that that's probably true, but you can't not do it. I'm in the same boat. So the way it works is to have the system of trying to fall asleep every day, using the same routine, and instead of falling asleep at 1 a.m. watching YouTube or whatever, maybe the next week you fall asleep at midnight, and that's an hour less of screen time. And then the next week you fall asleep 15 minutes beforehand, and you keep doing the system over and over and over again, and you'll get to the point where you're already exhausted, and you're sitting there like, you know what, I can just go lay in bed, let me watch a video for 5 minutes, and you're already dozing off, falling asleep, and you're like, okay, I can put this away and go to bed. Okay? And I'll say this too. If you want to make a little change in that system for you, for a habit to develop, do not play video games. Do not do it. You will not fall asleep playing video games before bed. You cannot. You will be up until 2 or 3 in the morning. You can still enjoy watching YouTube and try to slowly move over and get accustomed to falling asleep and watching at night content that doesn't give you very high emotional energy. If you're watching something and you're sitting there like laughing like crazy, you're probably not going to fall asleep because you're kind of giving yourself a little bit of energy input. You're trying to find something that takes a little bit of energy out of you, but you still enjoy and you can relaxingly fall asleep to. I like to watch history videos. I like to watch stuff like that. It can even be a certain movie that just helps you fall asleep. Find a specific kind of content you really enjoy, but helps you fall asleep. It can be a documentary. It can be anything like that. You probably know something that you can watch that'll help you fall asleep. And then after you can do that, you're slowly weaving yourself off of being on electronics. Okay? So, number 8, comfort. I've already talked about making yourself relaxed, making yourself comfortable with like pajamas on, for example. The next thing is put yourself in a comfortable environment. You want to prime your environment for you to be able to fall asleep better. The way you do this, at least for me, some of you might be different, that's fine. But part of my system is I need to have a clean room. I can't have a mess around me. Clean your room, you'll sleep better. Make your bed, you'll sleep better. Make sure your sheets are washed regularly. Make sure your bed is comfortable. You have nice pillows. It's not a huge investment, but huge positive outcomes can come from that investment. So, hey, if you can't fall asleep, you're like, man, my pillow sucks. Go get a better one. Go get a better one. Go get it. Same with blankets, your bed. It's a great investment you can make for your own health. Number 9. Oh, and use the reframe. I'll sleep better if relaxed and comfortable. Similar to pajamas. Number 9, your wake up alarm. Make sure you just set an alarm. Look at it as if you set it, it's an accomplishment. Good job. That's all you have to do. Set the alarm. It's an accomplishment. Good job. Great job. Awesome. You're making progress. Number 10, this is the tough one. This is where everyone is going to have a different system that works for them. The next one is getting out of bed. It's one thing to wake up. It's another thing. I think we all know this. We've all experienced this at some point. Waking up is one thing. Getting out of bed is a whole other thing. And a lot of people struggle with it, where it might not be a huge problem for a lot of people, but it's something where, man, I wake up, I got to hit the snooze, and maybe some people, I'm sure, will even snooze for an extra hour that they shouldn't. And they're throwing away an hour a day just because they can't get out of bed. So what do? I have 2 alarms. I have one on a dresser, one at the nightstand. The nightstand one wakes me up at let's say 8 o'clock. Obviously the goal is 6 a.m., but you got to work yourself to your end goal. I wake up at 8 a.m. Then I have another alarm at 8:10, 8:15 on the dresser. Why? Because the first alarm will wake me up. Okay, I'm up. Here I go. Just turn it off. And I'm laying there like, man, I don't want to get out of bed. I can't do it. I'm going to try to fall asleep again. And then all of a sudden, 5, 10, 15 minutes later, beep, 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 beep. The other alarm's going off. It's on the dresser. And guess what? I'm up. I can't just leave it going. You can't do that, right? Your mind is not going to let you just let it keep going because it's so loud and you got to go do it. Whether your wife is sleeping there or you're in an apartment or it's just you by yourself, you're going to sit there and go okay, I got to get up and go do it. So you get out of bed, you turn the alarm off. Guess what? You're out of bed. Now that you're out of bed, are you going to go lay back in bed or go take your morning shower and get ready with your morning routine? You are dramatically and drastically raising your odds of going and getting your day started if you simply get out of bed. And that is all you need to do. That is it. That is it. And those are the habits and the system that you can use. And you can find, it's not just 10 pieces, but those are core pieces. If you can find little things that make your routine better, do them. If you have an idea of how to get yourself out of bed that's something different than mine, that's great. Find what works for you. Develop that system. Use those reframes, and you will improve your sleep. So in summary, exercise. Do something productive, whether it be your career, vacuum a room, something. Take out the trash. Find at least one thing you can do. Take a shower. Do hygienic stuff. Just brush your teeth, okay? Take a shower, brush your teeth, put on your pajamas, go to bed at the same time every day. Just lay in bed. That's fine. You don't have to actually fall asleep. Just lay in bed at the same time every day. Find content that is going to make you fall asleep and start to weave yourself off of electronics over time. And then after that, just have a comfortable environment so you can fall asleep in, whether that be your entire room or your bed itself. The next thing, your wake-up alarm, and then your system to get out of bed. I use 2 alarm clocks. If you can follow that system, you will sleep better. And if you sleep better, that is the first step of improving your input energy. Because if you can help your input energy, which it is created by improving your immune system, sleep is the first of 4 main components, sometimes 5. But you have to improve your sleep, your drug habits, whatever you want to call it, smoking, vaping, drinking, all that kind of stuff, your diet, your exercise, and then an other tab, which can be, there's other things that we can talk about. But those are the main components. That is the first thing, the first set of habits. So that's all I have to say with this vlog. I hope you enjoyed watching. I challenge you to be the best version of yourself. Become an energy monster. Learn to manage your energy. Remember, energy is life. Life is energy. You create energy. Then you can harness energy. And then you can move the energy. And once you do that, you are creating the tools to become and create the reality you want to live in yourself. So thank you for watching. Again, challenge you to be the best version of yourself. Hope you have a great day and a better tomorrow. By the way, you look fantastic. You look well rested. You look great. Keep doing what you're doing. Anyways, have a great day. I will talk to you soon. Thank you.